Ayodele Cassell explores identity and legacy in an autobiographical play. It's called Diary of a Tap Dancer, and it's premiering on stage this month at the American Repertory Theater in Cambridge. Joining us now is dancer and choreographer Ayodele Cassell.
Good
Hi,
morning.
how
Good
are you?
morning.
Thank you.
I am
Tell us,
doing
tell
well.
us where you're zooming in from.
Oh my gosh, I'm zooming in from my Cambridge stay apartment. I live in New York. So right now I am blocked from the American Repertory Theater.
All right, I love it. I love it. This is going to be a great ART production because it mixes dance, narrative, and song, and it also celebrates the beauty and power of tap. Can you set up the story for us?
Surely. Well, I mean, for me, this is a story about a tap dancer's relationship to time, and musically that means one thing, and when we think about keeping time and time signatures and those things that tap dancers are wrestle with as artists, but also a tap dancer's time with in regards to legacy, in regards to history, in regards to one's personal history, also in regard to the history of the art form, which is vast. And one of the things I'm so excited about is just being able to share the evolution of the art. I think that there's a lot of people know some things about tap dancing.
Sure.
They know that it's joyful. They know that I feel that everybody wants to tap dance. That's my thing. That's my theory. But I'm excited for the audiences to get to know the pioneers and the progenitors of the form, and in this
So,
particular case, women.
so can you tell a story with your feet? How does that work?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's music. I mean, just how we respond to music, feels, tempos, styles. The same thing. It can be done with rhythm. You can have a joyful, but and you can have something that feels like fret with just anxiety. What I mean? Like there's ways to just sort of musically play with emotion, and of course there's soft shoe, and stylistically tap dancing is it's a very sophisticated art form. So
You talk about the history of people in tap dancers like Jenny Lagan, Juanita Pitts, not well known. Explain what some describe as the nearly lost history of women in color in tap.
absolutely. And I'm so thrilled that you started with those two names, because very often when we talk about tap dancing, the first names that come up are male. Historically, it was a male-dominated art form. I'd love to say that it is like shifting. I mean, it's taken over 7 decades, but I think that we are getting to a direction of balance. I have charged my life and career with speaking and uplifting the names of the Black women tap dancers that were very prominent in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, whose histories you do not know about. It. For example, Jenny Lagan, who was the Black woman to be signed to MGM when she was 18 years old, the only woman to be paired with Bill Robinson other than Shirley Temple. Juanita Pitts had 40 years of a career. Edwina Salt Evelyn, Jewel Pepper Welch. These women toured the country with Earl Father Hines for 10 years. And these were names that were just not being spoken about when I was learning. It just wasn't rolling off of people's tongues. We were learning mostly and about the men, which I mean, and we're so grateful for that as well. But
Sure, sure.
it occurred to me that there were some pieces missing.
Is it true that unlike other forms of dance, that tap choreography can't be copyrighted? What's the impact of that in terms of developing a style?
That's interesting. I'm not really quite sure about where we are with dance copyright in general, but I would say this. There was tap is a very improvisational form. And so kind of, and every day, the thing that we celebrate so much about tap dancing is the individual expression of it. So when you think about Gregory Hines, he had a very distinct style. When you think of Sammy Davis Jr., when you think about Sandman Sims, when you think about Lois Bright, and Juanita Pitts, their styles are very distinct. So, and then there was in the Hoover, I have to say something, in the Hoofers Club, which was a club in the 30s and 40s, there was a motto on the wall that said, "Thou shalt not copy another steps exactly," right? So the idea is that you were always innovating, that you were always taking information and transforming it in your own way. I mean, I think, you can't steal someone's style. You can try all you want to, but you
You
can't.
can't steal it. That's right, because it's your style.
Nah,
Now, listen, you're from the Bronx and Puerto
that's
Rico,
right.
but do you
That's
have a
right.
strong connection with the Boston area? And how did your time here help shape your style and your work?
Oh, let me tell you something. I think of Cambridge. I mean, it's like it has a very huge place in my heart. I was an artist in residence at Harvard University in 2018, and then a fellow at Radcliffe Institute for Advanced Study, which is actually where I started to write this show. This is back in 2019, 2020, those years. And so I've been here a lot. I love Cambridge. I love Boston. I've also worked at the ICA. I feel like every time I come here, it feels like home, you know. And I think for a New Yorker to say that, that's pretty.
Yes, that's pretty
pretty
big.
big.
That's pretty big. That's pretty big. You know, Diary of a Tap Dancer has received lots of great accolades and great feedback. Congratulations, huh?
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, I can't wait to share the full this version with folks.
Okay, all right. You know, can you give me some tap dance lessons? I've always wanted to learn how to tap.
This is my point. Everybody has always wanted to learn. Yes. And you know, it starts right here. And you know, it happens in scat. If you repeat after me, if I go ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah. Yeah,
And
I
you
do a
it.
great fake tap. I do a great fake tap dance. Right.
Yes, well.
Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing you on stage. Ayodele Cassell, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Diary of a Tap Dancer is on stage beginning December 12th through January 4th at the American Repertory Theater in Cambridge.